Hi guys, welcome back to the bookshop. I'm Shelley. Tonight I have another flip through. Coming to the end of these. I've been not doing much for the last few months except making journals. I made maybe one a month. This is called a stacked letter journal. And real quick, I want to show you two others that I did not show in the first video. And these are the ring bound. Just a quick peek. This one is a butterfly theme, and then I have this one. It's flower themed, and this is a real pressed flower. And I'll be doing flip through of these very shortly. Christmas is in 1 week, so I have one page and actually of these to do that I need to decorate. I need to do the very first page, just figure out something to put on there. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. But those are the last two, I believe. After this one, I do have an altered file folder. I'll have to see how hard that is to ship. Anyway, let's get to this. This is called a stacked letter journal. It has a regular writing journal at the back, and then it has 7 envelopes stacked, alternating on top. So you untie this. For this journal, I have to give credit to Kerr. Her Etsy shop is called Happiness in Crafting. She designed the kit called Letters to Rose. And she also has another kit to do with roses. I think it's vintage roses or something. I used both kits to make this journal. I'm actually going to start at the last envelope. The journal has 5 letters in it. So I did this as if Rose added an envelope each time she got the letter. They're from her beau, George. So I'm going to start with the first letter that she received. And a little explanation. They met, I think, in London, is it? Walking along the Thames River. I hope I'm saying that right. And then he started courting her through letters. And he refers more than once to the lamppost where they met. So this is the lamppost. And then he gave her a rose. Her name is Rose, but he also gave her a rose. So there's one of the 2 reasons why I've used roses in this journal. I am not going to read all of the letters. I think that could be maybe part of the surprise for the new owner. But this one is dated March 2nd, 1907. And these letters came just on a kind of a regular white background. In the kit, they're done twice. In a regular, like a letter on white paper. And then they're done as decorations on a page, done as partial page decoration. Anyway, you might see a sample of it. But I found my own papers to print the letters on, and then I made them with the transparent background and put them on top of the pretty papers. So I was kind of proud of that. I'm just learning how to do this stuff, guys. Anyway, this is the first letter, March 2nd, 1907. And it comes also journaling cards. There's a journaling card in each envelope, so for extra writing room. So this one has the lamppost, which is so cool, old time. Some little suitcases and some roses. So that's that one. And this is the first envelope. Each one you can write on the back. And then I did a little kind of collage page with pieces of the kit. This is what I was talking about. How she used the letters to decorate the pages. So that's 2 of the letters. And then this big beautiful rose. So that's the first envelope. And then she got the second letter, and so she added another envelope. This is a tag. My dog's going to start barking. Good. Pretty. I think this is from the other kit, not the Letters to Rose kit. And then this is the second letter. And this is actual stationery that I found at the thrift store with the roses on it. I did not make this one. I didn't make the other one either, but I found it. And this one was nice, though. It was easy. I just put it through the printer and it printed. I didn't have to figure out how to put it in there. Anyway, I thought this was pretty cool. This one is May 14th. So it's about 2 months later, 1907. And he, I forgot, I just wanted to say, on the first letter, I think he says he'll be in London and will be waiting under our lamp with a rose in hand as a token of the love we share. So I wanted to point that out, that he talks about the lamp and the roses. This is the second letter. And then this is the third. I love this one. I put the little window in there. And this has a nice tag. And when you pull out the letter, I wanted to... This has a pink tag showing, or a pink rose shown in the window. And when you pull out the card, then there's a yellow rose. And then this is the third letter. This one is June 10th, 1907. The other one, this was May, March, May, then June. So over the months, they correspond and they see each other. He usually, a lot of these letters, he's telling her when he's next coming to London. And this one says at the end, I will once again be waiting under our lamp at dusk. And this is a different rose paper that I found and was able to print the letter on. And then we have the fourth envelope. Here is the lamp post, roses and stuff. And this one has the fourth letter. This letter is not written to Rose. This letter is written to Lord and Lady Gladstone. And I used that same stationery. I didn't want to use the over-the-top rose paper like he sometimes uses when he writes to Rose. But he's writing to ask for her hand in marriage. So I thought that was so cute. This one's in August 1907. So it's been less than a year. March, April, May, June, July, August, about 6 months. And then I made a little notepad. It matches the envelope with the... And I did this with some of the papers, and then in between every few pages there's a decorated page, but there's quite a few pages of lined paper in here. And for writing, gives you extra writing space on the back too. So that was a little notepad, and that's the fourth letter. And her parents obviously gave her this letter after the fact. But this is her little keepsake. And then we have the fifth envelope. There's a tag in here. And another letter. I made this little tag. So this is Rose. And I collaged some napkin around it. And she's very hopeful for her future. Hopeful for a bright and happy future. And then this is the last letter. Also dated in August. Obviously after he has probably heard back from her parents. Once again, I will be waiting for you under our lamp at dusk, with the promise that this will be a night you will long remember. Pretty paper, huh? The papers, I forget where I got them. I know, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description in case someone wants to get some of these papers, because they really are pretty. Obviously, I'll do a link for G's Etsy shop. But then the Rose stationery, there's what, 2 different kinds I think I used, and then the one that I bought. I think it might be Nick of Time. Anyway, I'll figure it out and I'll put it in. So, like I was saying, each envelope has lined paper on the back. And if you haven't noticed, I did this in a blue color scheme. I wish I had the other one nearby. I originally did it in pink. At the end, I'll see if I can find it real quick. It was my prototype, though, and sometimes, you know, those aren't 100%, especially for selling. Okay, so this is where she keeps her little keepsakes in this 6th envelope. And she made this envelope from her drawer liner paper. It's actually my drawer liner paper, but it's old. It's actually vintage. It's 20 years old. It doesn't have any scent. I used one of the little rose circles for a closure, lined the inside with some avocado dyed paper. And then, yeah, these are her keepsakes from their courtship. These are when they went to the theater. You know, in the old days, they didn't take the ticket. They just punched it. And then this is another little card that he sent her or brought her. It says, "Truly Thine." Isn't it pretty, though? And then I think he found these. He told her he found these in an old shop. Little gift or thank you cards or part of a stationery set. Very old, though. And so he got those for her. And you can write on the back of them. And then, of course, his picture. There's George. This is a Tim Holtz frame. It's got the cool design on the back. So, yeah, this is her keepsakes, a picture of her love and her little theater tickets and some little mementos. So, and then the little closure. And it all fits nicely in here. And then the very last envelope. This is the very first rose that he brought her. And originally this was going to represent the rose, which I thought was cool. It's a tag, so when you pull it out, you can see some of the images from the paper. Cut off a little corner of one of the pages to put in there. And I used some of the rose letter for this. This is the last letter, I believe, August 16th, 1907, and it says, "My darling Rose," so I kept that part. And then it worked out really cool. "Once again, I will be waiting for you under our lamp at dusk," with the promise of a night you'll long remember. So, yeah, it worked out perfectly. It was one of the shortest little letters to get the important part around the frame. Then that, and then I had a dried rose. There's actually another one in the journal, too. So I put that on a tag, covered it to protect it. I used the slips for from photo albums. Where you slide your pictures in. This is what I use most of the time to make my specimen tags and stuff, but that's what I used for this. Worked out just right. Sewed all around the edge. So that is her keepsake. You have to kind of put the tag in the opposite way of what you would think, or it won't. The rose won't show. The rose ends up being up here. So anyway, no, that doesn't matter really. So then we're going to untie this. And this is the writing journal. It's only very lightly decorated. And this, I think you saw, was closed by just a little piece of twine. So I'll tie that up. And there's a pocket on the first page with a nice large tag for writing. And then this envelope, this is some stationery I also found at the thrift store. Pretty roses and pansies on there and there. And it's got a sheet of stationery. It's embossed. It's really pretty paper. And with the same design that's on the envelope. So I thought that was perfect to go in here. And then this, I did some inked papers. Kind of got the idea from Jabid Neri. And boy, I hope that hasn't been out of screen. No, that shouldn't have been. Wasn't centered though. This heart is actually made from a morning glory leaf. When I realized that they were pretty much a perfect heart shape, I did a bunch of pages using those leaves. So I knew I could use them, make use of them in the future. So it's a cool inked paper. I think it was copy dyed first, which is why it has kind of a little bit of a grungy feel. Beautiful, beautiful lace doily. Maybe not antique, but very vintage. I think the package says 15 cents on it or something for the whole package of doilies. And then some more inked paper. And I use this. I love this manila drawing paper. I first saw Crafty Cat using this. And I ordered some. To me, it's kind of like the next best thing to straw paper if you can't find it or afford it. So I love writing on it. I put it on the back of a lot of my tags. And then there's a few pages. This is from a Artie Mae's Shabby Chic kit. It had roses on it, so I thought it went well. And just avocado dyed paper. My favorite doily to use. Paper digital from Sarah at Roxy Creations. More inked paper. This paper is from, I think, the Letters to Rose kit. Either that one or the other Rose kit. And then all of these tags and stuff, I think, are going to be parts of those two kits. Actually, this is not. I'm not going to say where it's all from. I don't know. I've got stuff from years ago. This is from the same place I got the rose papers. This is so pretty. Blackberry dyed paper. It's so pretty. I love it. How it got the dark edge too. And the kind of light lilac color. Graph paper. Here is the other pressed rose. Did this one in a little bit different type of tag. The Artie Mae's tag. And then this little pocket, which is also a tuck spot, is decoupage napkin. Artie Mae's Shabby Chic kit. And just avocado dyed papers. Isn't this pretty? I used a bunch of inks. Some old notebook journal paper. G's paper. That's the center. This is Artie Mae's paper. Inked papers. There's another pocket here. Yeah, these tags are all from G's kit. I think these are from the second kit. This is from the Letters to Rose kit. But like I said, I used two different kits, both from G's Happiness and Crafting. Paper. See, this was meant for writing, so that's why I didn't embellish it too much. Lots of blank pages. Should be quite a bit of writing space, especially along with the tags. Now this is something I've had hanging around for a long time, that tag and this envelope. So this has three pretty little rose cards. These match the paper of this letter. So they're matching. It's got that pretty edge on it. And I cut them that way. And this, I used to do this all the time. It's colored using pink chalk. Okay, and that's probably about it. Just the other side of the papers. And then the doily. This is actually strawberry leaves on this page. And this last pocket on the back cover has two really large journaling cards. I got these from the Graphics Fairy. It's got a big, beautiful rose, some more writing space, and that's it. This is just from a paper pad. So yeah, this one's in the blue theme. Give me... Here is the pink one. Yeah, like I said, it was the prototype. I would like to kind of copy it and make another sellable one. It's just not, 100%. Some of the envelopes, but different kit with lots of roses. This one has lots of inking. So it wasn't finished, excuse me. It wasn't 100% finished though. And I had a lot more ideas once I started the blue one. So someday there will be a pink version of this. If you're interested in it, you can contact me and I'll make it a priority. But this journal will be for sale on eBay. I'll leave a link below in the description box. And I hope you liked it. So that's it for now. See y'all later on the next video. Bye.